Back connected. Okay. We should be on the air again. So I pulled over here. I stopped at PJ Mart for a little sip of pop. I get ripped off. I paid $2.50 for little tiny pop. Not happy about that. That or you don't have no pop. So we're off. We're out of here. Yeah, it's Canada. $2.50 for a little pop. Are you kidding me? Sorry, but it was a Coke. But a small little bottle of Coke, $2.50. I'm not even in a tourist area. Like, if I was at the big Toronto Zoo or some marine land or something like that, I could understand why it's $2.50 for a pop. I know. The best answer? Just don't buy the pop. You wonder why everybody drinks water today. Even though that with that you go to a restaurant, it could still be $2.50 for your water. Better watch these cracks in the road while going around a sharp bend. That could end very unfavorably. Well, I'm gonna have to brave some heavy gusts now because I want to get to my next destination, which is Heathcote. I'm gonna have to do some highway. And that also means I might have to go a little slower. And by going slower, I'm going to have cars on my ass. I normally never have cars on my ass, but if you start taking her under 80 clicks, then yeah, you're going to have cars on your ass. Well, I'm just going to have to let them pass. So I've been riding around a little while now. As you can see, it's nice and clear, and it's not really cold other than that wind. The wind gusts are nasty, and I have to be vigilant on that, or I'm going to get blown right into one of these oncoming cars. There's still lots of other guys out on their bikes, though, so maybe I'm just being a wuss. Maybe it's because I don't have a lot of years' experience. Maybe it's because my bike is not as heavy. It's only a 400-pound bike. Most bikes are 600 and up. Gold Wings are 900, I was saying. And maybe with a bike that heavy, you don't feel it as much, but the Forza feels it because, and I will admit, I still do not have the ideal bike for my needs. Because although it can handle the long trips fine, and it can handle the speed fine that you need out here, it doesn't have the weight to deal with the elements. So again, these mid-sized scooters and smaller scooters are designed for a city environment. And you could tell, like earlier, when I was just riding around in the ritzy section there and riding around the homes and sort of an urban-type environment, it was a dream. You know, it was absolutely beautiful for that. And if you live in the city, I would highly recommend a bike like this. Because even if you do got to hop on the highway and, you know, go out to your friend's place who's outside of town, or go to the other side of town, take the freeway across town, it's all good. You could do that. But at the same time, when you're boogieing around the city, it's not going to be a hardship for you at all. You're going to love it. Not having to change gears. If you get stuck in traffic, you just twist and go, you know. All you got to do when you stop and go is put your foot down. But anyway, back to the wind gusting on the highways. I'm certainly not going very fast. And a lot of you sports bike guys are going, my God, man, what are you doing? You might as well walk. But I don't know if the video shows it, but the winds are very high right now, and they are blowing me around pretty good. There's probably about 50-kilometer wind gusts, crosswinds coming across. So it's okay, I can handle it, but I can't handle it with my level of experience going like 100 plus kilometers an hour. So I'm just taking it easy. I'll take her down to 80 and 70, 80. And that way when a strong gust hits me, I'm going to be able to handle it and recover. So, no, like you say, I'm not one of these 20-year-old young guys that can never die, and he's going to try and do this at 200 kilometers an hour. I take safety very seriously. When you're motorbiking, you know, you're not driving a car, you're driving a vehicle that is a lot more vulnerable to the elements. You know, a car can't just, you know, flip over with a strong crosswind. A car can't just flip off the road that easily, but a bike certainly can if you're not watching and you get hit with the wrong thing at the wrong time. Anyway, enough of the lecture. Why don't we go on about the scenery? It's looking at beautiful scenery. This is now we're coming out of Clarksburg and we're heading down 13. You know, normally this is it still is an awesome bike trip, an awesome route, definitely the scenic route. Coming down, you're at the wide end of Beaver Valley where it finally empties out into the Georgian Bay. And as I follow this road, it zigzags its way to the narrow end of the valley, which is inland. And it's just this gorgeous, gorgeous valley. Now this is Heathcote, where there's this really nice park up here. Oh, there you go. Don't have to worry about going too slow now. 50 clicks. You gotta watch these little towns. This is where the cops like to sit and just wait for somebody that just wants to scoot through at highway speed. I haven't got too many speeding tickets in my life, but the ones I did get were from going through little towns like this. So I was looking for Heathcote because Heathcote has a really nice little park by a river. If you ever want to go, you're in this area, you want to go for like a picnic or something like that. Again, I like to find simple little places. I don't like to find big tourist traps. I like simple little spots. Look at that. Getting better. I did the biker wave while going around a bend. But I also want to take advantage of that washroom. Okay. Watch this gravel. That wouldn't look very cool. I do the whole signal and everything, and then flip out on my side, scratch the bike all to hell. It would not look very cool. All right, this doesn't look like much here, but there is a washroom, which I'm going to utilize. And don't worry, I will turn the camera off for that part. You don't have to be subjected to me in the washroom. I always make sure, like I usually don't use the kickstand, but lately I've been using it more. I always use the center stand. But if the ground's solid and hard enough, the bike should be fine. I mean, these big Gold Wings and whatnot, they don't even have a center stand. Everything is kickstand, so I have to trust that the bike is designed not to fall over, even if it gets some wind on it. Unless it's a real soft, sandy, or really soft soil that you're putting it on, then I'd use a center stand for sure. But this is really hard ground. It's not too windy in this spot. We're doing okay, so it's all good.